Very sad news. Interest rates have continued to dive for all these high interest accounts and whatever accounts that requires you to put in money and get those high interest of over 4%. Because if you look at my Telegram group of over 7,000 members at Honey Money SG, people have been notifying that the HSBC Everyday Global account has dropped their interest rates, and even the likes of Standard Chartered Bank e-Saver have dropped as well. So you see, the overall interest rate environment is not great for all these cash deposit accounts. Therefore, in this video, I will share some other alternatives that you can park your cash at to get reasonable amount of interest so that you don't lose out too much. But the thing is that the sun will never always shine on the same side. So make hay while the sun shines, because all these things are going to end one day. For my first example, let's give an update on the HSBC Everyday Global account first. And most of you should know how it works by now, but the interest rates now have decreased to 3.85% for the retail banking tier and 4.05% for the premier banking tier. And for the June promotion, the reference month will be May, which means that if you did not have an account or your account balance is zero at May, and you put in an incremental balance of $10,000, the full $10,000 will be recognized for the additional interest. Meanwhile, if you had $10,000 in the reference month of May, and now you put in another $10,000, totaling up to $20,000 in June, that incremental amount of $10,000 is then recognized, not the full $20,000. Alright, let's be clear on that. So to calculate the effective interest that you will earn in June, we will take $10,000 multiplied by 3.85%, multiplied by 30 days, divided by 365 days, because in June we only have 30 calendar days, right? And the interest you'll get is close to $32 for the month of June. And one major change for this HSBC bonus interest campaign is that the effective months have been reduced from 4 months previously to 2 months currently, which means you only get this high interest for the months of June and July. And your interest will only be credited 2 months after the promotion period, which is July plus 2 months, being September 2023. Then you will receive the full interest. So for those who always say that HSBC is playing a very long-term game of 6 months, now you got your wish. It's reduced to 2 months plus 2 months, no longer 4 months plus 2 months. Is that a good news or bad news? You decide for yourself, but obviously it's a very bad news for me, because firstly, interest rates have decreased, and secondly, the months have been reduced, which means that after 2 months, I have to look for other alternatives, right? I understand that HSBC Everyday Global account, especially the bonus interest campaign, is not for everyone, especially with the complicated requirements. But if you want something simpler, maybe you can look at money market funds. USD money market fund is yielding over 4%. Close to 5% per annum for now. And even like the Singapore Dollars Fullerton SGD Cash Fund is yielding upwards of 3%, close to 4%. And how you can buy these funds is from various trading platforms, specifically Moneybull within the Webull app, which is the sponsors of today's video. See what I told you? This company finally woke up. Because now, when you sign up with Webull Singapore, you can win a total of 6 to 40 free shares from companies like Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, or Google. And each share is worth from 3 to 1,000 US dollars. So now, in order to qualify, you need to deposit at least $100 and hold the deposit for 30 days without any withdrawals. Don't worry, there are no trade requirements this time. But one new feature from Webull is now you can do the regular savings plan, where you can finally automate your investments and use your time wisely on other interesting stuff. You will also get one lucky draw ticket where you can win $888 weekly, and even get a chance to drive away with a Tesla Model 3 as the grand prize lucky draw winner. So wait no more, use my referral link down below or scan the QR code right here to get your Webull account today. So let's move on to the second update, which is Standard Chartered e-Saver. And previously, e-Saver was yielding 3.8% per annum for the past 2 months, and now it has been reduced to 3.4% per annum. And 3.4% per annum is applicable to both the retail banking and the priority banking. Only the private banking tier will get an additional 0.1%, which makes it 3.5% per annum. That's like really low, right? So how Standard Chartered e-Saver works is similar to HSBC Everyday Global account, because they are only awarding bonus interest on the incremental amount, which is the reference month to May. So you see, it's exactly the same kind of mechanics. If you have zero balance in May and you top up $10,000 of fresh funds into Standard Chartered e-Saver in June, that full $10,000 will be recognized as the bonus interest calculation. But if you did not increase any funds, between May and June, then there will be no bonus interest calculated. And using our example of $10,000 with 3.4% per annum of interest, the interest calculated will be $10,000 multiplied by 3.4%, multiplied by 30 divided by 365 days, which will give you around $28 of interest for the month of June, because June only has 30 days. So between HSBC Everyday Global Account EGA versus Standard Chartered eSaver, obviously HSBC EGA is far superior on the rates, right? But don't forget that HSBC EGA, you will only see the interest like 4 months later, because it's a 2 plus 2. 2 months eligibility plus 2 months fulfillment. Whereby for Standard Chartered eSaver, you will see your interest as early as next month. So Standard Chartered eSaver is preferred for those people who really do not want to wait and like to see their cash flows coming in as fast as possible. Next up, let's talk about something new, which is the City Plus account, because right now SingSaver promotion is offering you $50 plus $150 in total of cash rewards if you fulfill the following requirements, which is rather simple. Just deposit 15,000 Singapore dollars and hold it for 4 months without any withdrawals. How it works is that once you have opened the City Plus account and you deposited $15,000, within 2 months you will receive that $50 rewards for your first credit. And then after you have held that $15,000 for 4 months and not doing any withdrawals, you will then subsequently receive the $150 in cash. So it's kind of similar to those trading platforms, right? Ask you to deposit money and then don't do any cash withdrawals. Now, if you are asking the question, is $200 a lot? Then let me show you the calculation. Because based on your assets under management, which is $15,000, a $200 over $15,000 will mean a return of investment of 1.33%. But don't forget, this 1.33% is fulfilled after 4 months. So if you annualize it, which means you need to multiply it by 3 to get a full 12 months yield, that will mean 1.33% multiplied by 3 and you get 4% per annum. So you see, if you're someone with 15,000 of cash lying around additionally and you just want to earn 4% per annum, why not you just open a City Plus account, park 15,000 in there, and after 4 months you can receive a total of $200. But if you don't like cash and you prefer something else like Apple HomePod Mini, SingSaver is also offering you this gift. But I don't think it's worth chasing after Apple HomePod Mini because the retail price right now is only $139. I think it's better to get the $150 in cash. My final option today is to start putting money into interactive brokers. And for those who are unfamiliar with interactive brokers, it is a very reputable trading platform that has existed for a very long time and is used by many other seasoned investors within Singapore as well. So you can take a look at their website, check out their prices, check out their features, and they even give you access to London Stock Exchange. But the point I'm trying to make today is that they have this interest rates on your cash deposits, because if you look at the interactive brokers website, you will see that you can get around 4.5% per annum of return on your USD cash balances above $10,000, which means that your first $10,000 stored within interactive brokers will not earn any interest, but after that, those amounts above 10,000 USD will earn 4.5% per annum. Now, if you don't like USD, there is also SGD cash deposits interest, where any deposits after the first 14,000 Singapore dollars will be getting around a 3% yield, which is not too bad. But here's a major condition. You need to have assets under management with interactive brokers of at least $100,000, which means that you need to buy and hold stocks within interactive brokers, and the total net asset value must be above 100,000 US dollars. Then you can enjoy the full 4.5% per annum interest on your US dollars cash above $10,000. So if you have net asset value below 100k, you'll only get a partial value. So it's very suitable for those of you who are already using interactive brokers. And let's be clear, the 4.5% is not an investment and there's no lockup, which means that the 4.5% can vary. So by the time you watch this video, it may have increased, it may have dropped. But I do think that if you have excess cash and you are already using interactive brokers as your main trading platform, then maybe you can consider this option to park your cash. And now you may have this question. This Honey Money actually there are so many options where to park the cash, which credit card to use. But what is he himself using? Then I can refer you to my previous video where I'm very transparent of where I'm storing my cash for the highest interest plus my credit card strategy.